We will start with Ms. Melville-Gray for opening statement of up to 5 minutes, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and honourable members of the Standing Committee on International Trade for the opportunity to provide you with testimony today. The Canadian Alliance of British Pensioners support strong trade relations between Canada and the United Kingdom. We welcome UK accession to the CPTPP. We do not oppose Bill C-13, but Canada should not ratify this agreement without first securing equity and reciprocity for the people who built both our countries. More than 100,000 UK state pensioners live in Canada. They worked, contributed, and paid into the UK system for decades. They earned their pensions. Yet, because they chose to retire in Canada, their pensions are frozen forever. If they lived in the USA, the EU, or Turkey, they would receive full annual increases. In Canada, they do not. The only difference is geography. This is discrimination by postal code. For example, Anne Puckridge is 101. A Second World War veteran. She moved to Canada in 2001 to be near family. Her pension has been frozen for 25 years at £72.50, $135 a week. Had she moved to the US, she would receive today £180 or $336 a week. She did everything right, served, contributed, followed the rules, yet has been penalized for choosing Canada. With inflation exceeding 60% since 2001, her purchasing power has collapsed, and Canadian taxpayers now help fill the gap. Through GIS and other income supports, Canada now spends significantly more than $200 million annually supporting British pensioners who should be supported by the UK system they paid into. This is a moral and fiscal issue. Globally, more than 400,000 UK pensioners are frozen. Nearly 90% of frozen pensioners live in each and every one of the CPTPP countries, with most living in Canada and Australia. This reflects outdated post-war arrangements that no longer match modern mobility or modern values. Canada operates CPP and OAS abroad, including in the UK. The UK does not reciprocate. Successive Canadian governments have raised this issue politely, respectfully, and persistently. Nothing has changed. UK officials admit the policy has not been reviewed in 70 years. Why? Because there has been no leverage until now. Bill C-13 gives Canada leverage. Once ratification occurs, it disappears. Canada is being asked to grant permanent trade privileges, market access, tariff elimination, and investment flows worth billions, while leaving pension injustice untouched. That sends the wrong signal. As Prime Minister Mark Carney warned, middle powers can no longer afford to go along to get along, which is what Canada has been doing on frozen pensions. This is the moment to insist that trade reciprocity includes people, not just products and capital. UK Treasury officials cite operating costs of £930 million. That assumes full historic equalisation, something the UK has never done in past agreements. Official UK FOI data shows that the real cost of operating pensions in Canada would be about £13 million, $24 million, for 2027-28. That is a rounding error on a UK pension budget of £146 billion per annum. The barrier is not money, it is political will. We are not asking to rewrite the CPTPP. We are not asking to block accession. We are asking for a responsible pause. A pause to secure a formal UK commitment to amend the reciprocal social security agreement to include annual uprating. That is not obstruction, it is good governance. It is standing up for residents of Canada. It protects Canadian taxpayers and it strengthens Canada's credibility. We therefore ask this committee to recommend, first, that Bill C-13 not proceed until Canada obtains a formal UK commitment to enter negotiations on annual uprating for UK state pensioners residing in Canada. Second, that ESDC and Global Affairs Canada actively pursue a modernised bilateral reciprocal social security agreement with the UK that explicitly provides for annual pension uprating. Trade access should not move forward on a one-way basis while pension justice remains frozen. After 70 years, it is time for equity and reciprocity. And this is the moment, as Mark Carney said, to take the sign out of the window and for Canada to act. Thank you.
Thank you.